Hey everybody. It's been a while. I have not done this in a long time. I think I stopped doing my daily readings last year. I think I haven't done a daily reading in I don't know how long. So, yeah, one of my subscribers asked um, if I would ever do daily tarot readings again. So I did a poll on it, and a lot of you guys actually did vote that you missed them. So I'm going to bring those back, switch it up, do something different. So I'm gonna call this Mermaid Mondays, using the Mermaid Tarot and the Magical Mermaids Oracle cards for Mermaid Energy. Um, yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it, you guys. It's gonna be for April the 22nd, 2019. What are the general overall energies? This can represent um, any aspect of the collective energies, anything, whether that be home life, finances, spirituality, relationships. But I will do a romantic spread as well for the reading, just in case this doesn't tap into that. But let's go ahead and look at the overall energy with the magical mermaids for Monday. Give me 1 second, you guys. I think the music might be too loud. Okay. Hopefully that is perfect. All right, so all right, I'm just going to pray over the cards. I'm going to call to the Most High God to come through and give us nothing but love, light, truth, and clarity for the collective energies surrounding the date, April 22nd, 2019. What it is that the collective needs to know. The collective that is meant to receive this message and hear this message in whatever way that the Most High God chooses and wishes to share this message with the collective. I ask for divine protection and shielding during this reading. I also ask that my ego and any other energies that may conflict with this reading or conflict or cause any imbalance within this reading be casted aside, and that I am fully present and in groundedness and balance to receive the messages that the Most High God has for the collective. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get into it. Watch your thoughts. It says it's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. So that's the overall energy. Let's take a look at the surrounding cards of this. Divine Spirit, please break this down. Thank you. The Two of Cups flew out of the deck. Put this in the middle. Strength card. Miss Queen of Swords. The Temperance. And Miss Queen of Pentacles. So this seems to be a relationship, a connection. And when I say relationship, it doesn't have to be romantic. But the energy that I'm picking up from this is a connection and a relationship. So some of you guys, I feel like need to balance out your thinking. You have two queens. One queen representing the intellect, the mind, the wisdom, conversation, communication, whatever. The Queen of Pentacles representing groundedness, abundance, stability. Something of value is being upheld. Um, um, it doesn't have to be romantic. I feel like this could be a friendship. Like it could be a friendship that um, between two people, maybe someone is feeling as though certain relationships with others are wavering, if that makes sense, or someone is trying to control a situation or relationship. It could be more than one person involved with the situation. It could be multiple friends involved. It could be multiple lovers involved, family members involved. Um, I heard the word gossip, but I'm not getting like gossip in like a. It's more so like passing along information and talking about a situation where you need to talk talk to the person that's directly involved with the situation rather than outside sources. So whether that's you or someone else, maybe someone is seeking advice outside of themselves on how to bring stability and balance back into a relationship. So this could be amongst friends, asking about a love related situation. What can I do? What should I do? If you're single, this still applies to you. Um, Someone could be talking about someone's singlehood a lot. I'm not getting negative energy. It kind of seems like someone wants to like help, but in a way that may be controlling, manipulative almost. Like there's a motive behind it. For some of you, I don't know why I'm getting this. It's like too many messages coming at once, but maybe somebody tried to set you up with the person that's not meant for you, or maybe you just weren't feeling this person. Maybe the person that your friend or your family member hooked you up with, you guys are having problems and you're going to that source and asking, what should I do? Because maybe the person that you're seeing or dating or are you're with or married to, maybe even is in direct relations to or was a friend first or worked with the person that you're friends with or is your family member, and they're just as close with this person as you are, and you're asking this person to step in and play mediator. If this is a friendship situation, same thing, like between mutual friends, like, hey, I haven't talked to them for a while. I know you guys are still cool. Can you see what's going on with this person? Um, some of you guys may be a little bit stubborn and not want to go to this person yourself. So you're going to this outside or the middleman and asking them for information and things like that. There's some thoughts going on about a relationship. You guys are losing hope and faith of something in relation to something or someone you love, regardless of whatever the connection may be, whether it's platonic or non platonic. Um, Also, I'm getting some of you guys simply just feel stuck emotionally. You don't feel like you have a handle on some sort of emotion. Some of you guys may be trying to make sense of something that is not meant to make sense on the surface. It's something that requires balance, emotional balance. So whatever is imbalance emotionally, your thoughts are trying to clarify that, trying to translate it, and you're still not able to make sense of it. And it's because there's something that you're not honoring emotionally. You're not, how do I say it? You might not be honoring what you feel, even if it's an uncomfortable feeling or something that's not the most happiest of feelings, or you could be feeling great, but in some instances you're questioning, why do I feel so good? Why do I feel happy? Why do I feel at peace? Like you're feeling like something is off, and it's because you're not honoring whatever you're feeling. I do feel like there's a need to get grounded for some of you. Um, yes, these are mermaids, but a lot of them are emerged in water. Some people are on land. Some of the mermaids are not in water, but I'm seeing a lot of mermaids that are in water, like halfway in the water. So this, to me, represents needing to get stable emotionally. There's a lack of groundedness when it comes to how you feel and your emotions, if that makes sense. So watching your thoughts, there's a mermaid looking at herself in the mirror. So your thoughts are a reflection of how you see yourself. So maybe when you think of whatever it is, make sure that it's a reflection of what you wish to see or be or do or have. If it's not, check something within yourself that is echoing whatever this thought is. If it's negative, if it's a positive thing, okay, how would I want to view the situation? How would I like to feel within myself? Always take it back to you, even if it's a possibility that someone else outside of you is triggering something. Take it back to yourself and look at yourself and what is it that's triggering me. Like I said, if it's happiness, because some of you guys may be feeling happy about something and you feel like almost like you can't validate it, so it's not worth accepting or embracing, or there's something wrong, I need to question this, am I getting my hopes up, that type of thing. The bottom card is the Five of Wands. Top card is the Nine of Wands. So you got a lot of Wands cards. I would say that this energy is like encouraging you to push through, because these energies, I feel, we're coming out of fire energy with the Aries season, and we're moving into Taurus season, which is earth energy. So it's a lot of maybe there was a lot of movement, a lot of energy being utilized, burnt out. Maybe you feel burnt out, and now you finally have some stability, finally have some sort of peace, or you're trying to find your footing again. And this is the month to do that, especially this week coming into Taurus season. So you might feel a little more yourself again, or you might feel a little um, more grounded and feeling more intact, versus maybe in Aries season you felt a sense of burnout, or just a lot of energy going, like a lot of um maybe you feel tired, like maybe this was a month where you did a lot of energetic work. You just feel burnt out in some way. Now it's time to, you finally get to just relax and lay back and enjoy the fruits of your labor. There's some energetically you've been doing a lot of work on yourself and maybe with others, and you're going to see the rewards of that for a lot of you too. All right, let's see what the love energy is with the romance angels. What is the love energies, regardless of a status, whether the group, the collective for today, whether they're single, partner, in a relationship that's complicated, or situationship, whether they have no one that they're interested in or have a crush on. If there is a single person that does have a crush or feelings for someone, wherever category the love energy falls into, I ask for the most guided clarity and accurate guidance for those seeking clarity when it comes to love, romance, and partnerships for today of April the 22nd, 2019. The energies of love, attraction. Okay, I'm going to use my deck. Okay, so it says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Okay, so there's a lot of sexual attraction and chemistry. There's a lot of manifesting as well. So you always want to be mindful of what you're manifesting. Utilize it in a positive way. Utilize it and focus on the things that you wish to see. Be open to how that may come. What is the energies for love? Fears. There's that word fear again. It was watch your, what was it? It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. There we go again. This is attraction, law of attraction, self-love. Libra. We had that Libra full moon that just came this weekend. Inner child. It's a lot of purging and releasing. Yes. So the answer is yes. You also have Leo at the bottom of the deck. So overall energy is fear. So maybe some of the things that we are projecting or attracting are coming from our fears, or a lot of things that are revealing themselves to us involve what we fear. And I feel like this is releasing and purging the self-love aspect. This could represent a challenging aspect that you have to face within yourself that requires an act of self-love and kindness, non-judgment, compassion for oneself, and whatever this is that you're dealing with, whatever your fears are when it comes to love, that's coming up for a reason. A lot of you guys, this is approaching balance with the Libra card. Spirit is suggesting that you you seek balance within the self in a situation, but you have to seek it within self first. Some of these fears and these energies are coming from inner child situations, things within the self. The inner child may be feeling suppressed. The inner child may not be creative, able to creatively express itself. The inner child may still be dealing with past woundedness that you're still carrying into your love life and into your relationships. This can translate itself into many different ways, whether it be abandonment issues, which leads to codependency in relationships. Sexual abuse may lead to promiscuous behavior. It could, whatever. It's unlimited. It's multiple unique situations that it could be, but you know for yourself within your own situation what this is. And I feel like Spirit is telling you to go there, to focus on this, because this is the root of the situation, I feel, or the heart of the matter of whatever it is that's going on in your love life. No matter what your situations are, whether you're single, whether you're interested, whether you're not, whether you're in a situation, in partnership with someone, whatever the energy is, I feel if you're trying to manifest or attract something, you gotta address something within the self first. Your fears, um, your past, your inner child energy, the things that happened to you as a child, all of this, and finding balance within the self. Because some of this energy, a lot of what I'm seeing in this is imbalanced energy. And the Libra is here to weigh the scales, is here to balance it out. And Libra also, um, in astrology, represents partnerships and harmony. And the seventh house of partnerships is Libra's. Libra rules the seventh house. Also, Libra is ruling planet is Venus. So this is of love. This is love energy. So, yes is the answer, whatever this conclusion is. Yes, you can manifest the things that your heart truly desires. Meaning your heart truly desires of what's of your highest good or what your higher self truly desires. Because sometimes we think we know what we want and we think we know what's best. So, yes, we have desires in our heart. There's nothing wrong with asking for what you want, but also be open to the fact that there may be something higher and greater for you than what you're asking for. So, always be open to receive what Spirit has for you. So, yes, you can manifest the ultimate desires that you have, and you can attract those things, but you got to do the work. You have to pay attention to whatever Spirit is presenting for you. These flowers represent nurturing and love. I also feel this is you being present within your own energy, grounding yourself and then stopping for a moment and really paying attention to your environment, but paying attention to yourself within your environment. This isn't really about anybody else. I'm not really picking up anything about another person, somebody coming in, how do they feel about you. None of that stuff really matters right now. What matters is what you have to do for yourself, and it's very essential. Anybody that is in a healthy relationship will tell you it did not come to me until I was working on myself. Not saying that the whole assignment was completed and you got to be completely, healed to the point where, I'm perfect and then the perfect person comes. No, sometimes we're still working on ourselves, we're still loving ourselves, but to a point, Spirit is saying there's things that you have to work on in order to open the doors and the gateway to even receive this love or these things that you're asking for in your love life or just in your life, period, in general. You've got to do the work. You can't ask for a Mercedes Benz, but you don't have the finances to even take care or even provide or maintain the bills for something. Um, it's like I'm speaking of material things, but it's because it's easier to explain. But you want like a new wardrobe, a new closet, but you have all these old clothes in the closet. Like, how is this going to fit until you make room? You have to remove old energy in order to welcome in new energy, whether that's physically or energetically. Some things and some people have to go, some aspects within ourselves, but this is more so about you. You gotta look at you first, and then everything outside will follow, if that makes sense. So, let's see, what is the questions that we need to be asking ourselves this today? What is a good question for us to ponder or ask ourselves? And then I'm going to see if there's anything that I may have overlooked or may have not tapped into. What kind of advice on life would my old self give me to my current self? So what kind of advice on life would my old self give to my current self? So what kind of advice would your past your past energy, what you know from the past, knowing what you know now from that past person, what would your past self tell your current self right now? Like, what advice would you give knowing what you know now? Because everything that we experience in life is meant to, it's like a compass. It's also wisdom to put in your backpack moving forward. It's not meant to weigh you down. It's not meant to validate who you are now as a person, because that energy is dead and gone. It's old. It no longer exists. So what aspect, what old would your old self tell you now? Basically. Let me get my other deck because I'm going to clarify. I'm streaming unlisted. So technically I'm streaming right now. I hope you guys don't mind. Is there anything else that I may have not tapped into for Monday's energies collectively? Any major energies, anything that we need to be mindful of at this time? Is there anything that we need to be mindful of at this time? Nine of Wands in a different deck because we had it in the Mermaid deck. So yeah, there's some resistance to change, I feel. And then we have the Temperance again too. The Temperance again. We have the King and the Queen of Wands up in here. King and the Queen of Wands. So, and then we have the Ten of Swords here. So we might be resistant to change within ourselves, and I feel like some of us are coming into balance and harmony, whether we're male or female, doesn't matter, or our male and feminine energies, masculine and feminine energies within ourselves are coming into a balance. But this is a little bit uncomfortable. Some of you guys are being pushed out of your comfort zone and maybe a little bit, like I said, resistant or defensive about these changes. An aspect of you is being released. Some of you guys are healing past hurts. Some of you, due to the Libra full moon that just passed, it was intense when it came to partnerships. What type of partnerships? It could have been any type of partnership, depending on where Libra is in your chart. That area of your life was out of focus, whether that was showing you the aspects of your life in particular that may have been imbalanced, or aspects of what you wish to have balance in. A lot of addressing your connections with people in your life, important people, or just evaluating what type of partnerships or relationships are important. What do you value? I feel like that was coming up for a lot of people. And there was a lot of revelations. There may have been some hurt. There may have been addressing hurt. But I do see healing and redemption. A lot of you guys are going to be coming into harmony with people that are of your soul tribe this week, period, and so on and so forth. Like, it's just going to start happening from this week on moving forward. This can also be divine connections, divine union, partnerships coming together with this king and this queen. And the Temperance card is like union, coming into wholeness and oneness, two different energies becoming one. You have Isis and Osiris in this card with Set. Set represents the shadow aspect, represents that negative. It represents some of you are recognizing the real from the fake. Now, this could be people in your life that don't serve you. Some of you guys may be dealing with a person that's recognizing or realizing who has their back and who does not. Some of you guys may be praying for your loved ones, praying for them to release themselves out of toxic relationships or situations with others. Maybe you have helped other people come out of situations that no longer serve them. And I feel people are coming to the awareness of this, and it's a little challenging to free themselves from things that don't serve them. But I am seeing a lot of people coming together. This is soul tribes coming together. This is divine counterparts coming together. Whether you already have a divine counterpart that you know, or you guys been together before, this is some sort of coming together, some reaching a harmony with each other, or this is meeting divine counterparts at this time for a lot of you. I am seeing relationships being mended of any kind, any type of relationship being mended in a way that spirit sees fit. It might not be in the way that you would expect It might not happen when you want it to or how you want it to, or some of you guys may not come together with who you think you're supposed to be with. But whatever divine spirit and your spiritual team knows is for you, that's how things are going to come together in whatever way that they have divinely set for you. But all you got to do, I feel like, is focus on whatever spirit is presenting to you for you to focus upon, and reflect upon yourself within those situations. You always have to look at yourself within something. Like, okay, why am I upset with this person? Why am I focused on this? Why do I want this? Why am I afraid of this? It's like, just look at the things within yourself, not so much the outer thing, but ask yourself, how do I fit and how do I relate to this? If that makes sense. Have a lot of fire energy. So the fire sign energies could be affected the most by this energy, especially if you have Sagittarius and Leo. Those are coming out the strongest. Yeah, I also wanted to share an animal message because I've been seeing grasshoppers, seeing 2 grasshoppers today actually. So this can represent past and present. It can represent yin and yang. It can represent partnerships. The number 2 represents balance. It represents the shadow and the light, the conscious and the subconscious. But in this book, the grasshopper represents make leaps. It says, have faith. New leaps of happiness are coming. Listen to your own inner voice. Listening to your own inner voice brings success. Refusing to move creates problems. So yeah, you guys, you're stepping into a new energy, but it's time to lean upon yourself and your spiritual team more so than the outside of things. And I feel you have to build that relationship stronger within yourself, or start building a relationship if you have not fully done that. You've been very focused on everybody else and kind of leaving yourself last, or hardly ever focusing on the self. Now is the time to really look at all layers of yourself. And when you get to know yourself on a new level, or on a deeper level rather, the more you start to listen, and the more you start to hear God, and the more you start welcoming in your spiritual team that lovingly guides you and assists you, and your ancestors and whoever, God, the angels, into your life to help you and assist you, you'll be able to start listening and hearing your own voice and trusting. And that's what's going to lead you to the path of success in all the areas of your life, because you're following your inner compass. Sometimes we get led astray when we allow others to dictate our lives, or we lean solely upon what other people say to us. And it's okay to seek outside guidance at times, but you also have to know within yourself whether or not it's true for you, whether it rings true, whether it speaks to your soul or not. Because you can't just take someone's word for it because it sounds good, or, oh, I hope this is right. You got to know within yourself whether you accept, or you understand, or you embrace, or that resonates with you at all, in order to even follow a guidance. Because me or anybody else, as a reader or as an intuitive, an empath, whatever, psychic, whatever you want to call it, yeah, we can have and share wisdom all day. We can pick up messages for you, but ultimately you have to discern whether that message is true, deeply true for you, or how to translate that message in a way that you understand, and take that advice and trust yourself and do with it as you feel guided to do with that message, if that makes sense. So that's pretty much it for the daily message for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you guys are looking for a personal reading, for the rest of April, I am booked completely. However, you guys can still book for May at this time. I would highly suggest that you do that as soon as it comes, because May is coming right around the corner. I do fill up very quickly. Anyone that needs an emergency reading, if my time frame is a little too long for you, or you feel like the dates on the calendar don't, it's not soon enough for you, with my availability, you guys can book an emergency reading, which you will receive within 24 to 48 hours of your purchase date. So if that is an option for you, if you're interested, all the information you guys need to know will be in the description box below. Please read the terms and conditions, read everything before booking and purchasing a reading. If you have any questions, it's best that you email me at waluchildreadings.com. And I greatly appreciate all of you, whether you guys are just stopping by, whether you're new to my channel, whether you guys are existing subscribers, or whether you guys just stop by my channel from time to time. I appreciate all of you. Until the next video.